intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Jabari Parker is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Warren in at the 3 spot. And for the Pistons, they've got Kyle Kuzma. Terry Rozier is out there with Gordon. Then there's Embiid, and it's Ingles in at the 3 spot.
Well, one area that has slowed the Pistons in the last decade is their player development.
Yeah, you look at their roster, very few homegrown players. The Pistons haven't had a lot of hits with their first-round picks. To be a top team, you need to have a front office that can build from within.
Parker against Kuzma. Lets a floater go. Oladipo misses.
0 for 3 now in the early going. Just a little bit out of sync.
Here's Rozier, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Parker's shot is off.
Oh, my God. They can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Here's Rozier. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Back to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Brogdon outside. Over Rozier. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Ingles kicks to Gordon. The shot. And he overshot that one, missing. For Indiana, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Start for them.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Aldridge against Embiid. Pass to Ingles. Rozier for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Rozier's got 7 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Nate McMillan, and Joel Embiid was right at the top of their scouting report. Arguably the most dominant big man in the game today. Coach said it'll be a team effort to slow him down and to not get embarrassed. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And his teammates call him old man, say he looks like a 40-year-old farmer. But Joe Ingles, Smitty, much more than meets the eye.
You know what, Kevin? He's a star in his role. He's gotten better and better. He's a guy who can impact winning on a nightly basis. I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Yep, that one goes.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Cantor's checked in for Aldridge. Morris comes in for Jabari Parker. McDermott's checked in for Warren. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. Back to Cantor. Oladipo against Rozier. They need this. Indiana again missing. Detroit leading by 11. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Rozier against Oladipo. Back to McConnell. He feeds it to Cantor. Over Maker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Thon Maker. Now the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Canner is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
And Cantor drops them both. 1:14 left in the first quarter of the game. Smith the pass to Maker. Poked away. Back to Smith. The shot missing. And Indiana will go the other way with it. McConnell scanning the floor. With the teardrop. And it's good on the way in. McConnell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. Oladipo against Rozier. Inside, Smith, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
And he makes the first.
And you know, known for that rim-rocking dunking ability, Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. Here's McConnell. 27 seconds left in the first. Here's the floater. Nice shot by McDermott.
Doug McDermott is not just an outside shooter. He has a nice touch inside as well.
Now here is Smith. From deep. And so it's Detroit in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about...
not knowing English, obviously I'd be big.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Pistons, Mike Scott out there with Maker. Then it's Dennis Smith. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Mikhailuk in at the small forward. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
Smith with it. Ogden picks him up. A reverse. Smith, no luck.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Embiid, no good. Pacers trail by 9. Oladipo, the pass to Brogdon. And the rejection by Embiid. And they're able to recover. Clock at 6. Warren against Ingles. And the shot by Warren, no good. Pistons leading by 9. Gordon finds Kuzma. And that one drops for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Steve, the league has broadened the definition of clear path foul. Think that'll discourage the wrap-up fouls that stop those fast breaks?
Yeah, I think so, because the guy's coming downhill with that type of force. And if you do wrap him up, and sometimes your coaches want you to because of the situation, but it's hard, and it could create a lot of injuries. So I do like the clear path fouls.
Jabari Parker's checked in for the Pacers. Warren kicks to Brogdon. Over Smith. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And Embiid has got the ball here for Detroit. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Ingles passes to Smith. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. Good D by Parker. Pacers trail by 11. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Bounce pass Smith for 3. The shot comes out, and Indiana will go the other way with it. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Warren, the pass to Aldridge. It's Brogdon on the wing. The shot misses. Good D by Embiid.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
There's Gordon with the 3. The Pistons rebound. Count the basket. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
Working on his interior game, Smith Jr. is very aware he has what it takes to score from there.
Pass to Oladipo. There's 1:26 left here in the second. Pistons leading by 11. Smith on the wing. Back to Gordon. Jacks up a 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And Indiana making a change here. Cantor checked in for Aldridge. Morris comes in for Jabari Parker. McDermott's checked in for T.J. Warren. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Victor Oladipo. Here's Mikhailuk. Excellent D from Cantor. It's Brogdon on the wing. Defended by Gordon. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. Brogdon's got his second basket.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time from the get-go. It was Detroit who came out strong. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead. And that'll do it for us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Aldridge out there with Parker, and it's Brogdon in at the point guard.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Aldridge down low. Guarded by Embiid. Aldridge, no luck. Ingles kicks to Rozier. The pass to Embiid. He dishes it to Gordon. And the shot is good. Gordon's got 5 points now this quarter. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee. And you talked about that. Missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Gordon with no one around, and another 3 for Detroit.
So they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Brogdon outside. Passes to Aldridge. Shoots over Embiid. Aldridge. Good. Aldridge has got his first 2 points of the night.
This is his wheelhouse. LaMarcus Aldridge, unstoppable from mid-range.
Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound. And doesn't take any chances there.
Work all around. The rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Rodgers in the pass to Parker. Aldridge trying to break free. And Parker with the basket on the assist from Brogdon. Parker's got his first points in this one. The dish to Embiid. He kicks it to Gordon. And it's off from three-point range. And so Aldridge will bring it up for Indiana. It's an 18-point game. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Back to Warren. Aldridge left side. Shoots over Embiid, and it's Aldridge missing. Pistons leading by 18. Kuzma kicks to Rozier. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Oladipo outside. Outside Aldridge. And Rozier pulls it down.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. The emphasis on freedom of movement, less grabbing and holding on the perimeter, Steve, has made some players almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, James Harden, because he likes to be physical, and this, how can you not guard him without being physical? In return, Steph Curry, because he gets the opening shoot shots, Lillard, Kyrie, Devin Booker, Giannis, Kevin Durant for sure. It's hard to guard these guys because they're so good on the offensive end.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Brogdon hits them both. The guy is Brogdon, not a player that turns heads, but man, is he an efficient threat on the floor.
And he's been a great three-point shooter really since his rookie year. His field goal percentage continues to climb and has evolved into one of the best free throw shooters in the game.
And it's Smith missing. Pacers trail by 18. Morris, left side. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Smith the pass to Kuzma. At the elbow, Maker. Smith outside. Pulls it from the elbow. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Detroit with the ball. Maker dishes to Scott. Smith the pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Kuzma. He's guarded by Brogdon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Detroit. And the Pacers also making a change. TJ Leaves checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And he banks in the layup. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Here's Kuzma. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. Kuzma's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
A big-time effort for Eric Gordon, providing a lot of energy for Detroit. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. You've got Maker. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Scott. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Cantor. That one drops for him.
Yes, smart choice. I really like that play.
Pistons leading by 14. Rozier looking around. Over to the left wing. Kuzma. No good with the triple. The Pacers shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Pass to McConnell. Fires for 3. And Rozier pulls it down. Rozier's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Cantor. Drops in the layup for 2. Cantor's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Rozier the pass to Kuzma. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
good, Kuzma. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
The Pistons making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. Now, here's McConnell. Tight defense on him. Teardrop shot. Rebound, Detroit. They led the game at one point by 20. Down low is Maker, and the dunk by Maker.
You can fall in love with floating around the perimeter. I like it when Maker attacks the rim.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 16. And Maker sends it back.
Watching him protect the rim, you never guess Maker's averaging less than one block a game for his career.
So for the Pistons, Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. And it's Joe Ingles in for Kyle Kuzma. Indiana also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Cantor. Parker comes in for T.J. Leaf. And Warren subbed in for Morris.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
And it's Gordon missing.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Up top, McConnell. Back to Oladipo. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Aldridge. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Brogdon, he's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Pistons leading by 13. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Back to Embiid. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Brogdon with it. Pass to Warren. Elbow shot. He gets it in there. Warren's got his first pass.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And every so often, Steve, we'll see two teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs. It was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Detroit. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Embiid, the pass to Rozier, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Pacers trail by 17. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up. That one on Embiid.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point, when it's falling, Well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Here's Doumbouya. Again, the Pistons good for two.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Detroit.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And it will go down as their first official win of the new year. And watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Joel Embiid.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim. Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Brogdon inside the line. Offensive rebound. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of the crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you next time.